Hello there. You are on to the M2M session podcast. We raise kings to embrace their masculinity and amplify their influence in the society. Welcome. The M2M session podcast is about to begin.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of M2M session. I am your host, AI. So in this episode, we are going to talk about stitching a broken heart. Stitching a broken heart. So what are the steps in healing from a heartbreak? I had already spoken about this in the previous episode on heartbreak, so I'm going to take my time now and break it down for you to really understand. You may probably need to get your writing material so that you can take notes of everything that I'm going to list out here. So like we already know, there are actually 5 steps to stitching a broken heart, guys. So this could be you experiencing a broken heart, or this could be your friend experiencing a broken heart. What are the 5 things to do? Number 1. Now, so there's been let me just break the news. I'm not heartbroken, okay? So a lot of persons saw the title of the previous podcast, and you were thinking, am I heartbroken? No, I'm not actually heartbroken. Okay, so what are the steps to healing from a broken heart? Number 1, step 1. Identify the kind of breakup. Identify the kind of breakup. So what kind of breakup did you experience? Was it a compulsory breakup? Now, what is a compulsory breakup? A compulsory breakup is a breakup that should happen, okay? I had already explained it, so I won't really talk about it again. So, was it a compulsory breakup? Number 2, was it a boiling breakup? Number 3, was it a preventative breakup? Number 4, was it an incidental breakup? Or number 5, was it a premeditated breakup? A boiling breakup is a breakup that has been waiting to happen. A preventative breakup is a breakup that should not have happened. It could have been avoided, but it happened. An incidental breakup, there were a series of incidents that led to the breakup. For example, probably infidelity. Okay, and then premeditated breakup. Before you entered the relationship, you knew that this relationship will not last. So, step 2, find out what caused the breakup. Okay, what exactly caused the breakup? Is it rejection? Is it foreknowledge? Foreknowledge happens in the case of the premeditated breakup. Is it did you mistakenly fall in love? Hey, I love this one. Did you mistakenly fall in love? There are some relationships that ended up as a situationship. You did not plan to fall in love, but you eventually fell in love. Was it out of negligence? Did you guys break up? Did you break up with her? Did she break up with you because of negligence on your part or on her part? Did you break up? Was the breakup caused by red flags, or was it an unknown ingredient? There are some breakups that happen and you're not aware. Like, you can't figure out why. It just happened. She just showed up one day and she broke up with you. Trust me, it's unknown to you, but the truth is she actually has the reasons for that. Or is it out of abuse? Okay? Did you break up because it was an abusive breakup? An abusive relationship, rather. Of course, you know that if it's actually an abusive relationship, it has to be a compulsory breakup. It's a breakup that should happen. Step 3, identify the level of seriousness. So, what's the level of seriousness of the heartbreak? What's the damage that has been done? What's the casualty level of your heartbreak? What's the level? To what degree? To what extent are you affected? To what extent is your heart broken? There are different levels to heartbreak, guys. Not all heartbreaks are the same. There are different levels to heartbreaks. Okay? Number 1, the first level is casual level. I already spoke about this before. The first level is casual level. The second level is mild level. and the third level is beta level. The fourth level is acute level. The fifth is chronic level, and the sixth is intense level. What do you call the casual level? The casual level is the surface breakup. You actually trying to ask her out and then she turned you down. This was caused by rejection. Okay, and then the next one you have the mild level. Okay, you have the mild level. The mild level of breakup is categorized by what you have at the tissue. In the previous podcast I called it the tissue level. This is where you enter into a situationship. You did not plan to fall in love, you just found yourself there, and eventually maybe you realize that you were being used or something. Okay, this could also be probably you've been asking her out and then she has been delaying your responses and then taking advantage of you, enjoying the benefit and all. Now the third level, which is the beta level, what I had previously called the muscle level. The beta level, this is the level where it happened so fast. You did not plan it. Like bam, 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 bam. One thing, before you knew it, you guys are in a relationship. You just met her, then you guys just started talking. The next thing, you're already doing what boyfriend and girlfriends are doing. You didn't allow time for friendship and all, and then the next thing, you guys broke up. With this type of breakup, it's being situated with blames and with guilt. Okay, yeah, it's being situated with blames and with guilt. And then the next level, which is acute level, is what I had called first degree level breakup in the previous episode. Okay, you can go back and listen to it. I took my time to explain every single level in detail in the previous episode. So this level, you broke up because of red flags. Okay, you broke up because of red flags. Now the chronic level, which I also called second degree. At this point, you were oblivious. This is where you actually oblivious. You don't know what happened. She just broke up with you. You were just there, and then the breakup just happened. Probably the most shocking one is that maybe she just presented you with a with a wedding card, or she just called it off and all. So that was the chronic level. Now the last level is actually the intense level. The intense level is the third degree breakup, where you were actually in an abusive relationship and you were already getting into depression. Okay, all right. So step 4, after you have identified the level of seriousness of the breakup, step 4. Oh yeah, great. So after identifying the level of seriousness, the fourth step 4, treat it. This is time for you to actually treat it. Treat the heartbreak. It's a broken heart. You actually have to treat it for it to heal. So based on the various levels, based on the 6 levels, is it the casual level, mild level, beta level, acute, chronic, or intense? Based on the 6 level, there are different types of treatment that you actually need to administer to a broken heart. So if the heartbreak, if the level was actually a casual level heartbreak, what you need to do at that level is find a trusted friend and talk about it. You see, we guys, we don't like talking about things, but actually find a trusted guy and talk about it. Trust me, see, most of you feel like, after all, is it not just my guy will, how my guy see me now, and I ask a girl, and she said no. Hey, leave all those trash. You're not the first guy that was actually turned down. Okay, but talk about it. See, what you're talking about is not what happened alone. You are talking about how you felt. That's it. Talk about how you felt when she turned you down. Because in your mind now, you'll be thinking, all the things that you did to woo her, to impress. Talk about all of those things. Share it and let it out. Okay? Share it and let it out. Rather than complaining. Share it. If not, you will just be piling it up in your heart. Okay? Great. After doing that, then you move on. Okay? It will take you time before you bring yourself to actually share it. Okay, that's why by the time you get to the 5th step, you see the time, you see the duration that you need. Okay, you will know the duration that you need for each of these. All right, so that's that for for casual level. Talk to a trusted friend about it and then move on. Mild level. The treatment for mild level is number one, distance yourself from her. Okay, then have an accountability partner you can talk to. At the first level, you can find any random friend and talk, any random trusted friend and share. But at this level, you actually need to get, if you are at this level, you need to get an accountability partner, someone that you can share, someone that can hold you accountable to, someone that you can always talk to whenever you feel down. That both of you can be talking whenever you both feel down. You can share your secrets together, someone that knows you inside out. Okay, I have accountability partners like that. They are more or less like covenant brothers to me. So they know literally almost everything. When I mess up, they know. When I'm high, when I'm down, the way I'm feeling, they know about it. When I mess up, they know about it. Okay, so distance yourself and have an accountability partner you can talk to. If it is the third level, which is the beta level, there are 3 things you should do. Number one, accept the responsibility. Don't. This is not a time to push blames. Accept the responsibility. Own up. Okay, own up. After owning up, deal with the guilt. Okay, deal with it. Then forgive. 2 people you should forgive here. Forgive yourself and forgive her. Forgive yourself and forgive her. Okay. Now, 4th level. Treating the 4th level, which is the acute level. The first thing you should do is speak with your accountability partner. By now you should at least, so if you do have one, if you are in this level and you don't have an accountability partner, get one. Speak with your accountability partner about how you feel about the whole thing. Tell him what happened and how it happened. Okay, share how you're feeling. Then take a vacation. At this level, you need to take a vacation. Just take a vacation and then cool off. Okay, take a vacation and cool off. Okay, then reevaluate your ideal woman. Remember, acute level happen primarily because of red flags. Okay, so take a vacation and then cool off and then reevaluate your ideal woman. Check back. Okay, this lady now, what's going on? Because see, this is the point where people start believing that good girls don't exist. It's a lie. There are no perfect ladies out there. They aren't. So you need to reevaluate your ideal woman and start learning how to accommodate and tolerate people. Of course, have your standards. You must not tolerate everything, but you must have your standard. That's why the next thing you should also do in acute level, in treating acute level, is that you should identify your own flaws. Identify your weaknesses. Identify your excesses. After identifying, the next thing you should do is work on them. Just the same way that you notice red flags in her, and you wouldn't want to be, and you wouldn't want to tolerate some things. You also should know that there are some red flags that some persons cannot tolerate and live with. So you should help out the next lady you may be getting into a relationship with. Help her by working on yourself. Okay, don't stress her. Help her by working on yourself. See, what that does is that prepares you to become the right person for the right partner. Because in finding the right partner, you must first of all be the right partner. Okay? Alright, so next is the chronic level. How do you treat chronic level? The first thing you should do in treating the chronic level is speak with your accountability partner. This level hurts a lot. I mean, just from nowhere, she broke up with you. Don't lie. A lot of people in this part, they like lying to their friend just to feel high and say, I broke up with her. It's a lie. Say the truth. You did not break up with her. She broke up with you. Share it. Be vulnerable. Guys, be vulnerable. Okay? After speaking with your accountability partner, the next thing you should do is what? Cry it out. Men cry you. If you're part of the people that believe that men don't cry, debunk it. Men cry. It is part of your emotional awareness. As men, we are also emotional beings. So we need to train our emotional intelligence. Cry. You feel like crying. If you're not okay with crying in public, go into your room, lock the door. Baba, my guy, Cry. My G, bro, I said what? Cry. Okay, cry it out. Let it out. If you want to even call your accountability partner over the phone and let him hear you crying, guy, cry. I've cried though. I've cried because of a woman. I have cried. So don't be ashamed of it. There's nothing to it. Do you know? It's not a girl's thing. Crying is not a girl's thing. It's not. Crying is a human thing. It's part of who you are. It's one way to express and let out your emotions. You feel like crying, let those tears run down your eyes. All right. Now, the next thing to do in treating the chronic level heartbreak is avoid memory triggers. Avoid memory triggers. If you have things in your house that remind you of her, discard of it. Take it away. Take it away. Get it out. If you need to burn them or throw them out or return it back to her, do it, because every time you see it, it's going to remind you of her. So discard of it. Avoid every memory triggers. Even the places you used to go to together, avoid them. At least for a while, okay? For the period where you're still healing, where you're still treating yourself, just avoid them. Okay, then the next thing you should do in the chronic level is learn more about relationship. This is a time to still learn more. Okay, learn more about relationships. Keep upgrading your knowledge about relationship. And then the last thing you should do to treat the chronic level rather is get close mentorship. Get close mentorship. If you don't have a mentor, you should actually get a mentor at this point. If you have a mentor, this is the point that you should run back to your mentor. Tell him, sir, this is what happened. Please, can you advise? And don't just leave it there. Constantly speak to your mentor about the relationship. And then when it gets to the point where, you feel like you're ready for another relationship, speak to your mentor about it. Let him know your options. Let him give his suggestions and his advice, and stick to it. Follow it. Follow it. Your mentor is a much more knowledgeable person. Probably he's married, so he would be in a better position to what? Advise you in making the right choice. Okay? Now, the last level, how to treat the last level, which is the intense level. The first thing you should do is what? Speak with your accountability partner. If you notice, this is very, very crucial and critical. It's crucial and critical that you have an accountability partner that you can speak with. Okay? Then renew your mind, because you see, at this intense level, there's a high tendency that you've probably gone into depression. Okay, so you need to renew your mind. You really, really need to renew your mind. Speaking, see, the reason why I said you should have an accountability partner is because speaking will not be the first option. Even if you just want to go there and just send the person, probably some tips, just take time off and relax. Okay, but you need to renew your mind, because at this point, your mental health has been affected. It has been affected. So get a journal. Get a journal and write out your thoughts. Okay, get a journal and write out your thoughts. Now hold on to mentorship. You really, really need mentorship at this point. You may not see the need, but you do need mentorship at this point. Mentorship will help you bounce back. Okay, it will help you bounce back. If you need to go for therapy, please go for therapy. If you need to see a therapist, go and see a therapist and speak with the person about this. This is not the time for you to keep things, because you see, at this level of depression, you can eventually go into how boring suicidal thoughts and start believing that you are not enough. You wouldn't want that. Okay. Now, I also advise the other thing you should do to treat yourself in this intense level is block her. Yes, block that lady. Block her. After blocking her, change environment. Change environment. There's nothing wrong with changing environment. If you live on the same street with her, change. If you feel like you need to change cities, maybe travel to another city for that period of time, do that. Do that. You need to avoid her, because right now, she is like a threat to your life. Each time you see her, those harsh memories would resurface, and you wouldn't want that. You need a new environment, and changing environment would help you renew your mind. You need to go to different groups of people, be with different people, associate with a different group of people. You need that for yourself. Okay. All right, so the final step 5, take time to heal and recover. Yes, Take out time to heal and recover. Now, for each of the various levels, there are different durations for you to take out time to heal and recover. If your heartbreak is a casual level, what you need is 10 to 30 days. 10 to 30 days, because at least see, it will take you up to a week to even, if you are not used to this, to sharing with guys, it will take you up to 7 days before you can even make up your mind and say, okay, you want to talk to somebody. Okay, so if you're quick enough, you can use 10 days and then you're over it and you move. But if you're the slow type, you need to, but within 10, if you're actually intentional, within 10 to 30 days, you fully recover from this level. Okay, now if you are at the mild level of heartbreak, what you need is 60 days. It will take you a period of 60 days. It could be faster. You could even heal within 45 to 50 days. Okay, this duration is for excesses. It's for days that you don't even feel like you don't even feel like it. So within 60 days, within a period of 60 days, that's what you need to heal. Take 60 days to heal and recover properly. If you are at the beta level, what you need is 17 to 21 weeks. A period of 17 to 21 weeks will help you heal faster from the beta level until you recover. If you are at the acute level, what you need is 26 weeks. 26 weeks is what will help you heal and recover from that acute level of breakup. Now, if it was a chronic level, if you are in the chronic level, you need 56 weeks. 56 weeks to actually heal and recover from a chronic level heartbreak. However, if it is an intense level heartbreak, bro, you need to take 2 to 3 years off. 2 to 3 years off from relationship. This period of healing means you should have nothing to do with relationship. If you try it, what you'll be doing is rebound. And when the rebound fails, the next thing is what? Revenge vendetta. You wouldn't want that. You need to take time to heal properly so that you will not enter your next relationship with your previous bad experiences. Okay, so those are the 5 steps in stitching up a broken heart. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast episode. Till I come your way again, I remain my humble self, your favorite host of the M2M session podcast, AI. Cheers.